Let's look at the Enrich 3x3 exercise. The instructions were to fill in these 9 cells with the 9 numbers provided so that the diagonals, rows, and columns all created a product of 1. So to start, you probably started thinking about reciprocals and ways to get 1 when you multiply all of these. And you probably spotted that 2/3 and 3/2 would create 1. They were reciprocals. And then you might have started plugging things in and then realized that you got a lot of conflicts and didn't work out. So then you want to think about how can we strategically approach this. So one way to approach this is if you look at this cell right here, it will be used in this product, in this product, and in this product. So that will be used 3 times. If you look at this cell right here, it will be used going across and going down. It will be only used twice. This cell right here will be used when it goes down and across. So again, only twice. This cell will be used 1, 2, 3 times. So as you can see, different cells will be used more or less frequently. The center cell here will be used once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. So the center cell, that's got to be a pretty important number because that's going to be used a lot. So that is pretty fundamental. So if I'm going to put a number there, it's got to be a number that kind of gets along with everyone or would work in a lot of different products. So now that we've looked at this and we know that different cells are used more or less frequently, I feel like when I look at this, I think the corners would be used 3 times. So these center spots, those should be like the harder ones, the ones that I have a harder time finding a bunch of trios that create 1. So now what I did was I wrote out all the possibilities for each number. So for 1/6, all the things that I could combine with it to produce 1. So I have 1/6, 6, and 1, 1/6, 2, and 3. I did the same thing. Take 3/2 down here, for example. I could get 1 using this combination. I could also get 1 using this combination. So you'll notice that this has 2 options, this has 2 options, this has 2 options, this has 2 options. This is 3, 3, 3, 3. And so, those numbers seem familiar because remember, down here, some of them had 2 options, some had 3, some had 4. Now, what number occurs most often? Or what number did I not do because I thought it was kind of silly? So 1 occurs 1 here, and it occurs here, it occurs here, it occurs here. It occurs here, but that's already been used. Let's see, and so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wow, so 1 is used 4 times. So based on this, I think I want 1 to go in this middle section. Now the numbers that were used 3 times were 1/2, 1/3, 3, and 2. So those are going to go in my spaces that I need them used 3 times. So let's look at those. So notice now I'm going to be a little more strategic about filling this in. So I'm going to put 1/2 over here and 2 down here. Now I could put 1/3 here, or 1/3, sorry, here, and I'd have to have 3. So now am I able to fill in? So 1/3, so I'd need 3/2 here. That means I have to have 2/3 over here. Let me check this. Let me confirm that this is going to work. So 1/2 times 2/3 times 3, yes, that equals 1. Okay, 1/3 times 3/2 times 2, yes, that equals 1. All right, now what needs to go in this box? I need a 6. I have to have a 1/6. Let me check. Okay, yes. So to confirm my answer, I am going to multiply these all out and make sure I get 1 when I do the product. So this creates 1, this creates 1 because 3 1/3 are reciprocals, and this creates 1. If I go across, 2/3 and 3/2 are reciprocals, that works. If I go across here, 2 and 3 make 6, that's a reciprocal of 1/6. This works, and then finally this cross diagonal. So I have now confirmed my answer. So if I wanted to give somebody a hint, I would give them a hint of placing 1 in the middle and looking at, the other hint I would give is write out all your combinations. But that might feel cumbersome for somebody, so what I would also say is look at which cells of the 9 are easier to fill, in that they are used less often. They are used in only 2 products. So that would be my hint. Which cells are used least often and have to be used in the least number of products. That is one approach to be a little more strategic in approaching this